Seated. 25-722, Star Wilson, violation of community control, final hearing violation. April 8, negatively discharged from jail treatment program. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Langmack?
Thank you, Your Honor. It is our intention to waive the final hearing, and she will plead guilty to the violation.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
What's your plea to the violation?
Yes, sir. Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. What's the problem?
I don't even know where to begin.
Start at the beginning.
So they put a keep separate of mine that was in the jail in JTP with me. When the JTP person, Miss Lauren, asked me if it was okay to put her in the pod with me, I told her, I was like, look, this girl really doesn't like me. Like, she harassed me in one of the pods. I was like, this is not going to go well. I had a feeling, and I told her it wasn't going to go well. She put her in the pod with me anyways. And within 2 days of being in the pod with me, she didn't get to go to church for some reason. She felt like that was my fault because she had to keep separate with somebody else, and I'm the only other keep separate she had that she thought she knew of, whatever. She found out that I knew who her keep separate was and started going off on me and calling me a bunch of names. Well, she did this in front of the COs, and the CO told me, hey, like, when I leave the pod, if this happens, just lock it down, tell the tower. Okay, so he leaves the pod. I'm in a conversation with one of the other JTP ladies that's in the pod with me, and we're talking, and then this girl starts jumping in. She's like, you fat ass bitch, you this, you broke bitch, da da da, starts dogging me and like calling me all sorts of out of my name. So I get up, I was like, excuse me, went to my cell, I locked down, I called the tower, was like, hey, this is happening, and that's what CO Taylor told me to do. I did that. They kicked us both out of JTP, but I guess didn't kick her out of JTP till 2 weeks later after I complained about it 3 times, because in the amendment paper that you signed to amend your keep separates or whatever for JTP, it says that both parties are supposed to be kicked out. They only kicked me out. And she specifically said, I know that you've already got 2 strikes starting JTP, like, you're not about to be in this fucking pod with me, da-da-da-da-da. Started going off, and that's how she started going off on me. So I tried to kite the man that's over JTP, Mr. Jamie, and tell him, like, hey, like, this girl knew that I was already in trouble starting JTP and purposely tried to get me kicked out. Like, I didn't engage with her, like, why am I being kicked out? And, yeah, I let it go after that because nobody wanted to talk to me about it, so.
Now what?
I was hoping you'd let me go to treatment or take care of my stuff in Cuyahoga County to see if we can't get them on board with what we're doing in Lake County. Because I've been in here 140-something days now, sir. And my mental health is decreasing so bad. You can't get therapy in jail. Don't get no counseling. My temper is getting worse. And I'm literally barely holding myself together. It's taking everything for me not to spaz out. I'm not used to being around females, nor am I used to being around this many people on a daily basis.
Why is it that you got so many, leading up to your sentencing date of March 12th, so many infractions in the jail?
I don't know, honestly. I feel like it's being more towards, like I said, you can't get therapy in jail, and I don't like being around people like that because I'm just not a people person. I don't get along with people. I stay to myself, especially when I'm outside of jail. I do not run in crowds. I feel like it's easier to be locked down. So, I don't know. I feel like that's one of my reasons that I get locked down so much. It's easier to be in my cell and away from people than to be around people and spaz
Well, what's
out.
the purpose of the jail treatment program?
To get treatment. But it's not counseling, sir. you don't talk to somebody one-on-one. You're doing packets all day, every day. And talking in a group, it's not like you can talk one-on-one with somebody and actually get counseling. There's just a big difference. It's not helping me.
Is the Cuyahoga warrant for not being at the arraignment? Dave, do you know?
Yes, sir. I didn't have a ride out
Yes.
there.
Where do you live?
Currently in East Cleveland. I didn't move out there till like a week before getting arrested, though. They got me in Ashtabula trying to move my stuff back out to East Cleveland
Why did you move to East Cleveland?
to get away from Ashtabula.
Well, whew,
I know everybody in Ashtabula, and that's just not a place for me to be. If I had the money, I would have went back home and moved out of state. But that wasn't really a choice. Plus,
All right,
I had
I
the
mean-
warrants, and eventually I planned on turning myself in. I was just too scared to do it, and it caught up with me.
okay. Well, you think that East Cleveland is better than Ashtabula?
No, but at the same time, I don't know anybody out in East Cleveland like that.
Well,
I
they'll
know my
find
boss.
you. They'll find you right quick. You'll find them right quick. All you gotta do is step outside on Euclid Avenue.
I understand that. My thing is I guess I got involved in Ashtabula due to my family being who it is, and just hanging out with the people that they were hanging out with, and it wasn't what I thought it was. I moved up here to Ohio to be around what was left of my family because I grew up in foster care. I didn't have nobody. So when I turned 18, they just kind of put me on the street. Was like, here you go. Didn't know where to go. Didn't know where my family was. Found out that my father had passed away. And my older brother wanted nothing to do with me. So I had an aunt and a cousin out in Ashtabula. I bought a bus ticket, moved out to Ashtabula. And that was from Arkansas. So when I got to Ashtabula, I did not know this part of my family. I hadn't seen them since my mother's funeral back in 2012. So it's not family that was like, around for the most part. It's people I've seen like maybe once every 6-7 years. I get up here and my cousin and aunt, who I thought were like good people, are definitely not. Okay, they're spun out on a bunch of different shit, and I got involved in it. I've lived this way my whole life, and I didn't know anything different. I've never really had this issue, and it's definitely becoming a big issue, and I'm learning from that. But I don't want to spend my life in jail. I really did plan on turning myself in, but this is my first offense. I've never been to jail like this.
They have a holder on her.
You do.
Are they actually going to come get her when she's available?
I'm assuming since it's a felony, they'll come get her. So,
The other 3 girls that were in here from Cuyahoga, they got picked up within 72 hours.
All right, I'm going to keep you on community control. And I'm going to sentence you to 140 days in jail with credit for 132. Now, Dave, make sure that the SO contacts Cuyahoga. They can pick her up immediately. You're gonna go take care of this in Cuyahoga, and then you're gonna come back here, and we're gonna figure out the rest of your terms of community control.
Yes, sir.
So once you come back in here, then we'll figure out what exactly it is you're gonna do to address the problems that you have.
We secured a bed at New Day. Also,
Well, you can't do anything, you couldn't do anything before with regard to Whitehaven or Nora because of this warrant.
Right.
So let's get that taken care of, come back here, and then figure out what we're gonna do. So if Dave, if there's some sort of problem with that, then let me know right away, because I'm certainly not gonna let you walk out the door in 8 more days.
That's understandable.
Anything else?
Anything else, Your Honor?
Dave, just let me know whatever happens with your...
I will. I'll make some phone calls and I'll get back to you.
All right.